Welcome to the itdvds.com YouTube channel. This is just a sample of the training available at itdvds.com. If you would like to see complete training, please go to itdvds.com. Now let's begin the sample. In order for vCenter and ESX4 to work properly, name resolution has to be working. That is, all of our ESX hosts need to have a host name, and that host name needs to resolve to an IP address. Same with our vCenter servers. So I'm on one of my domain controllers, and I'm just going to go to Administrative Tools, click on DNS. You don't necessarily have to be on the domain controller to configure DNS. You just need to be able to configure it. I'm going to expand forward lookup zones, and we're going to add an A record or a host record to our itdvds.local forward lookup zone, because the itdvds.local is the domain that we're going to add our ESX server to, and the one we're going to build is actually going to be called esx02.itdvds.local. And you can see I've already got a couple other host records here, ESX01, ESX03. I've even got a vCenter 01 host record, and this is all so that name resolution works properly. So to add a new host record, I'm going to right click on it, click New Host A or Quadruple A record, and here I'm going to type in the host name. And I haven't even built this server yet, but I'm going to add the host name in right now before I build it, so that everything works properly right off the bat. So I'm going to type in ESX02, and you can see the fully qualified domain name down here is esx02.itdvds.local, and I'm going to type in the IP address. I'm going to give it 192.168.6.80, and this is going to be the IP address for our service console for our ESX server. If I'd like, I could create an associated pointer record in our reverse lookup zone, and it's normally a good idea to do this, but it's not necessary for ESX and vCenter to function properly, so I'll just go ahead and leave it unchecked. Click Add Host. It lets me know that the record was added successfully. Click OK, and done. And here it is. You can see the host record and the IP address, and it's always a good idea to test it out. So I'm going to go ahead and ping esx02.itdvds.local, hit enter, and you can see it's resolving to the correct IP address, and this is the IP address again that we're going to give to our service console. It's unreachable right now because we haven't built it yet, but once we do build it, it's always a good idea to go back and try to ping it by name from another server on your network and make sure that DNS is working properly.